What's up, everybody, and welcome to my AEW Dynamite review, the go-home show before Evolution. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Revolution this Sunday. We'll get to more on that in a second. That was a big botch of the night, but yes, this is the go-home show before Revolution, and there's a lot to say about this show because tonight's theme, which they called it, the Crossroads, and all I could really think of when they called it that was "Bone, bone, 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 bone." You can meet me at the crossroads so Cody can put himself over. Yeah, you can meet me at the crossroads so Cody can put himself over. Cody's got to beat everybody. 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 You know, I got like Pentagon. I got zero fear. When Cody pins you, your career will end up like Shawn Spears. You know I'm going with the rhymes. I'm knocking it out of the park. But if Cody pins Shaq Jade, then she gonna be on Arc 2.0. You can meet me at the crossroads so Cody can put himself over. you already know what the song goes, and that's the joke to it. But I had said that before this match, and we actually do kick off Dynamite tonight, though, with Shaquille O'Neal and Jade Cargill versus Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet. Now, I know it's been a lot of, I would say, screwy build-up going into this match, and they changed it from being on pay-per-view and putting it on the actual show. Now, I am surprised that this was the kickoff match to this. Well, I'm not like a pre-show, but I'm surprised this actually wasn't even the main event, okay? Now, I get why they put it here in the beginning, mostly given that they want to draw in viewers and whatnot, and it's Shaquille O'Neal, so you know they want to see this and whatnot. You know, Shaquille O'Neal came out, gonna make, just wore some black pants and a black tank top and everything, and I will say this about this match. It wasn't great, but it was good. I know it's been somewhat of a lot of low expectations going into this, given who has been involved in this match. One, Shaquille O'Neal, who is more, but celebrity than a wrestler and whatnot. Jade Cargill, who we have not even seen wrestle till tonight. Red Velvet is still green, and I felt like Cody Rhodes had to lead this whole match. So we did kick it off with Cody and Shaq in the ring. Shaq no selling Cody, chops and whatnot. Shaq even getting a back body drop on the Cody, pushing him down. Basically, Shaq being booked as a big man, using his power and whatnot. Jade was in the match then with Velvet, Red Velvet, and I will say this: both were good, weren't bad. I like what I saw here. But there was some odd stuff in this match that didn't make sense to me. I thought Red Velvet and Jade were good, pretty good. It got at one point when it kind of got outside the ring. Well, Shaq was outside the ring. Well, he was off the apron because Cody knocked him off there. And I'm sitting there wondering, why are Billy Gunn's kids beating up Shaq, fighting him for it? That didn't make sense to me. And then QT Marshall's getting involved. And, my friend said that, they're part of the Nightmare family. I'm like, okay. And when was this a no disqualification match? And why all of a sudden they jumping in to help Cody? We've never seen them really do anything other than be in the crowd. Yeah, they're part of the Nightmare family. I didn't even know Billy Gunn's kids were part of the Nightmare family, to be honest. Well, I think Billy is, but I just found it odd that they just started to try to jump Shaq, and then Shaq just throws them all over the place and throws, I think it was QT into like a barricade, and he's just knocking them for some reason. And Red Velvet hit a moonsault onto Cody and everybody out there. Which, by the way, she missed the whole moonsault, which everybody was kind of somewhat separate. I know it may have looked like it connected, but all she did was land on her feet, and everybody just had to fall ground. You could clearly see everybody be standing apart from here. All right, and I'm trying to be lenient on the botches, given that this is her first match, and we don't really see Red Velvet that much. And whatnot. And then they start setting up tables then for some reason, which that didn't make sense to me. I'm like, once again, when was this a no disqualification match? I'm really trying to wonder. And QT's helping with the table too, and I don't know. And then Cody and Shaq are back in. They tried to do a test of strength. Cody kicked him and whatnot. Shaq, it was a lot of taunting in this match too. Let me say that, lots and lots of taunting from both Shaq and Jade. One thing I thought that didn't make sense, and I know Shaq did like a kind of a little bit of a tribute to Brody Lee. That was good. But this dude did a freaking power bomb. And then Cody no-sold the power bomb and got right back up and just body slammed Shaq. I'm like, wait a minute, this dude just no-sold the power bomb. It was a tribute too, but he no-sold the power. But yeah, it's like my co-host said tonight, that's Super Saiyan Cody out there, okay? And Shaq, he did kick out. I just don't know how this dude no-sold the power bomb. But yeah, Cody, he tagged Red Velvet back in the match. Red Velvet and Jade went back at it again. It got to one point where Shaq was on the apron and Cody did a big dive as both men went through the tables, mostly Shaq though. Jack was surprised what happened. Jade was surprised what happened. Next thing you know, Red Velvet speared Jade, which the cameraman missed, by the way. And Red Velvet got the pin, but Jade still kicked out. And Jade ended up hitting her with like a glam slam and winning the match. I will say this. It was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the greatest thing, like I said, but I think everyone did what they did well. Like I said, Shaq, yes, he is not a wrestler, but he was booked to at least be a good big man out there, and he used his power and whatnot. Nothing too flashy or anything. He used a lot of power moves and whatnot. I'm sure Cody had to lead this. Red Velvet and Jade Cargill, not bad. It was good. It was good. I say it's Jade's first wrestling match. I thought she did good out there. She did okay. Just don't let her talk. I don't want to hear her talk, all right? But this was not bad. I think it exceeded. Do I want to say exceed expectations? I guess I can say that. I thought it was good, okay? But I can see why they didn't put this on pay-per-view. I'm almost surprised they didn't put this on pay-per-view, but I can see why they didn't. They just put it here. And, that's why they probably did this match at the beginning, just so they can get the ratings and whatnot. Because God knows they need them. But they need the ratings. So, not bad. This was not bad. I did enjoy this, and it was really good. The only thing I kind of found out that was odd was Shaq got stretchered to the back, which he looked dead after he went through those tables and basically oversold the hell out of it like he died or whatnot with his eyes open. And then here's the strangest thing. They load him up into the ambulance, and then Tony Schiavone opens the door, and Shaq's gone. He disappeared, and we never knew what happened the rest of the night. They never mentioned it again. It's like Shaq's in the ambulance 1 second, and then he just disappeared all of a second. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, why is he gone? Where did he go? Like, I don't get that. And they never explained it. Like, he was in the ambulance, and then he just gone. No explanation why. Makes no sense. Pac and Phoenix went against John Skyler and D3. Pac and Phoenix won. Squash match. Moving on. We then got a press conference, I should say, for Chris Jericho and MJF as they were going for the tag titles this Sunday. I think Revolution's on Sunday. But they had a podium. Jericho says he's a 7-time tag team champion. He says he's been partners with, we can't say The Rock and Big Show, but, he said Dwayne Johnson and Paul White, Jericho and whatnot, and no one's better than him as MJF. We then got questions from people, which I didn't know who the first guy was because, his mic was out. The second one, we got the Pyramid Scheme person here, Conrad Thompson, JR's co-host, Pyramid Scheme man himself, which asked him about Sammy Guevara being let go. I think MJF had the funniest line calling him turkey tits. That was hilarious. He said, "Get the hell out of here. Okay, we're done. All right, get your fat ass out of here." Like, thank God, and nobody want to see him anyways. Brandon Walker of Barstool Sports showed up then. I think he was on, was he on NXT not that long ago on, the kickoff show, I think? And they asked him why he attacked Papa Buck, and they didn't really want to answer that. And then Eric Bischoff, which I would like to say he's trying to get a job here since it's the third time we have seen him. He keeps reoccurring every time Jericho shows up. What's next? And do you think this gives the Young Bucks motivation? Jericho and them said we don't really care. And, LAX said they shouldn't have brought their dad to the ring to begin with. Y'all know what was going to happen. Bischoff, Bischoff buries both of these companies anyway, so I don't know if he's trying to get a job there and that, but just all these odd cameos coming out of nowhere. Okay, well, I gotta say, a lot of this show felt like WCW 3.0. Maybe I'm understanding more and more that why they keep calling this WCW 3.0 now, because I'm seeing a lot of this tonight. Next thing you know, the Young Bucks came out, talking about the Inner Circle and talking about their dad, which I honestly don't even want to hear another Young Bucks promo because these guys are not really good on the microphone. I'm sorry, they're just not, and it doesn't sound intimidating. And they're talking about their dad and how their dad built them a ring and everything. That their dad taught them everything they know, and that Jericho MJF's fathers failed at it. Basically talked about how MJF, he would still be in his parents' basement waiting for a call back from the Rosie O'Donnell show, and saying that Jericho will be the curtain jerker at the WWE Performance Center, which they didn't say WWE, but come on, what other Performance Center is there, okay? The Bucks basically said that, father also taught him to kick some ass. They ended up super kicking Jericho and MJF. The rest of the Inner Circle started attacking the Young Bucks. I think Brandon Cutler came for the save, and Gallows and Anderson were there, which they brought tables in, and they put Santana and Ortiz on, and one did a dive off the entrance tunnel, and I think Nick did an elbow, or Matt did an elbow, which we never even saw the Swanton one off the table because the camera was mostly on Matt Jackson, so I don't know why I think they got the wrong shot right there, so I don't know why they did that, and whatnot, but like I said, they put them through tables, so this basically hypes up for the tag match coming up this Sunday. The whole podium press conference thing wasn't bad. Bischoff, who continues to show up. The Bucks, I don't really want to hear a promo on. I actually thought Jericho and MJF were actually kind of funny right here, especially MJF. That turkey tits line was funny and everything after they brought the pyramid scheme salesman out there. But yeah, this segment was okay. That wasn't bad. Next, we got a video package talking about the exploding barbed wire death match, as they actually showed some highlights from Japan, which they actually had Onita showed up, which he spoke in Japanese. Basically, they had subtitles for him, then basically talk about how he was in that match and how brutal it was when he was in that exploding barbed wire death match. I'm almost surprised we didn't even see Omega or Moxie on this show to give any final hype to this exploding barbed wire death match, other than this video package. It was great to see Onita on there. I wish they would have showed some more, because I know they said they got the blessing of they got the blessing of Terry Funk, and now Onita to hype up this thing. I don't really know how this is really gonna go out to be this Sunday in this whole exploding barbed wire death match. I just kind of ask myself, how far can they really go with this and whatnot, especially with this type of match. And come on, is it really going to be brutal as it was 20-something years ago? Because I've seen those matches, and man, that's some brutal shit, okay? Especially in Japan. But I'm not really sure. I wish I would have probably had a little bit more longer of this feud being played out here tonight. Next, we had FTR, Hardwood, Wheeler, Tully Blanchard, and J.J. Dillon. We're getting a lot of Four Horsemen on here tonight. Yes, J.J. Dillon, legendary manager of the Four Horsemen, came out with a lot of cameos we getting tonight. A lot of WCW cameos we getting tonight on AEW, okay? Next, Jurassic Express, they came out. Like I said, they're doing this 6-man tag. This wasn't bad. I will say, I'll give Tully some credit, man. Tully still kind of got it out there. This dude did a freaking I'm about to say fucking moonsault. This dude did a damn suplex, especially like the, right off the ropes and everything. That was good. Even took a kick from Luchasaurus and whatnot. This was not bad. Yeah, slingshot suplex. I always forget that. But I didn't mind this. Of course, they got JJ, trying to use his shoe and slipping into hardwood and everything so he could hit him. I think he hit Jungle Boy with the shoe and whatnot. It ended up with FTR hitting their power driver, with Tully with the spike. And I kind of liked how I think Hardwood had said that we're the best fucking tag team. I know they had to bleep it out in this fucking world or something, but you can actually hear him say that, and they had to bleep out the word. So I didn't mind this. I'm glad Tully Blanchard did not sell to Marco Stunt, because I probably would have lost some respect for him then. So this wasn't bad, but they did get help though in this match, because there was a cameraman there that hit Luchasaurus with some object, and when the cameraman came in, it ended up being Shawn Spears. So he's blonde and has a mohawk now. And as they all celebrated, Arn Anderson came out. Everybody started throwing up the four then. So you got three members of the Four Horsemen right there. By God, just bring Ric Flair in there. You could just be recreating the whole thing. So at least we actually seen Shawn Spears interact with FTR now. Because I don't know what happened to Shawn Spears. And the last time he was here, they tried to do some work shoot promo and everything. I know I just kind of made fun of it earlier, but with that song. But yeah, he did like this work shoot thing, and I don't know where. Hopefully, Shawn Spears will go somewhere, okay? Because let's be honest, this guy's been buried ever since he lost to that match with Cody. So hoping something happens, because it looks like nothing has got off the ground for Shawn Spears ever since Cody beat him over a year ago at All Out. Okay, so we'll see what happens, and as they're walking to the back, Tony Schiavone's already getting out there for an interview, and I think JJ Dillon told him like that's the best you haven't seen yet. So and I think what Schiavone said, yeah, we've seen it, okay. You gotta get paid for that and whatnot. So we're just moving segment by segment here. But yeah, the Four Horsemen, are we making a new group? What's going on here? So it may be like some type of hybrid Four Horsemen or something. And with Arn Anderson being out there, some believe will Cody be part of this group? I don't know, but you already got some members of the Four Horsemen out there. Like I said, you got Tully, you got Arn, you got J.J. Dillon out there. We'll see where this goes. So maybe something good happened with Shawn Spears since he's back in the fold too. Next, as Tony Schiavone was out there, he brought out the Big Show or Paul White, which he made had a No More BS t-shirt, which honestly that shirt looked really bad and it looked like just somebody threw that together. Obviously, it's a shot at WWE and whatnot. I know it means no more Big Show, but a lot of people say no more BS. Oh, yo, you stick at the bench, you stick at the bench. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, he got a no more BS t-shirt on, and Big Show. I'm trying not to say Big Show right now. I know we gotta go by Paul White, but I'm just used to saying that. And he was happy to see everybody in AEW. He's back on TNT, and people want to know that his career is being taken seriously here. And he's got the big scoops around here. All right. And he talked about somebody under a contract that's Hall of Fame worthy talent. And he's going to be a huge asset to AEW. We don't know, but you're going to have to find out this Sunday at Revolution. I don't know who's coming in. I don't know who they're bringing in. But apparently Big Show knows. And by the way, like I said before, Big Show said, yeah, he will see what happens at Evolution. So it's a good start for the Big Show right there, folks. Evolution, it's a mystery, all right? He didn't know the difference between Evolution and Revolution. So yeah, this is a good start for Mr. Paul White, Big Show. Yep. Next, the finals of the Women's AEW Eliminator Tournament. Rio Mizunami versus Nyla Rose, which Vicky Guerrero finally back. We have not seen Vicky Guerrero with Nyla Rose throughout this entire tournament until the end of it for some reason. I will say this, the match was good. I'll give it that. This makes no sense to me, though, in this tournament. And I've already questioned this tournament throughout its entire run. And I've watched some of it. All right, I have. Some of the matches were good, but I still think a lot of this whole tournament was like some bullshit, okay? And what didn't make sense to me was when I heard that Thunder Rosa lost to Nyla Rose. And I'm like, what the fuck? And here's the crazy part. Nyla Rose wins all these matches, right? Doesn't have Vicky Guerrero out there. Vicky Guerrero comes back. And all of a sudden, Nyla Rose loses. And I'm kind of glad because I don't want to see another Nyla Rose versus Shida match again. I really don't. I'd rather have had Thunder Rosa versus Shida. But I don't know what type of odd decision that was with Thunder Rosa losing. That made no sense to me. And listen, I don't know a lot about Rio Mizunami. I thought she was okay out there. Like I said, it wasn't a bad match per se. And then Shida got in the ring and, they shook hands. But, because Shida gave it a trophy, and then they start punching back and forth with each other for some reason, and Shida held up the title. Then I don't know what's with the whole strong style strikes they were doing right there, like some type of respect or something, because I didn't really know what was going on with that. Like, okay, why are they punching each other right now for? I know the show's is Sunday, but I guess that meant like a sign of respect and everything, but I don't really see Shida losing that title in general. Next, we got Sting coming out. Sting talked about how he took that power bomb from Cage, and it didn't feel good, but it knocked off all the rust He hasn't been in the ring in years, and he's ready for this street fight. Ricky Starks came out then, basically told Sting that, what you did was unexpected, and I think you still had it. I think you still have it and whatnot. But I stand behind what I said, and that you're no icon, and you end up slapping Sting in the face. Sting end up attacking Ricky Starks. He hit him with the Stinger Splash. Then he put him in the Scorpion Deathlock in after that. Starks started tapping. Hobbs comes out, which I thought this didn't make sense right here. Okay, Hobbs comes out, right? He's like one of the biggest dudes in the group. Why is he the one that's got to pull Ricky Starks out, but you send in Taz's son Hook to try to choke out Sting, which Sting ended up getting him in. So I don't know why they didn't send Hobbs in there first when he's like one of the biggest dudes out there, and they got him kind of standing around doing shit. And then Cage comes out, and he's about to powerbomb Sting. Darby Allin comes out then, and, he jumps on top of Cage, tries to choke him. Sting hit him with the Stinger Splash after that. Darby hit him with a big drop kick and knocked Team Taz out of the ring, kind of making him look like crap. Some people think this is unnecessary with Sting even hitting moves again this week. Given that he did it last week, they probably could have just saved it for Sunday and show you everything Sting's going to do at the pay-per-view. So it was okay, but I don't know if they really need to show this again. Like I said, it's basically like last week. Sting attacked Cage, and now he attacked Ricky Starks this weekend. They still scared away Team Taz once again, just running with their tails behind their legs again. So we'll see what happens in the street fight. Max Caster of the Acclaim went against 10 of the Dark Order. He had -1 with him. I'm assuming this kid is part of the group at this point, or he's under contract. Well, he is under contract, but I thought he was the leader. I'm not going to go into that whole conversation because I already spoke on the whole -1 thing being out. I'm like, man, I didn't think he'd get this much TV time. Scorpio Sky was on commentary. Honestly, I don't even remember the last time I seen Scorpio Sky, but he was more heel here on commentary. So hopefully something good goes for him. Other than Acclaim rapping out there and, talking about what the Lady Gaga dog walker, whatever that whole thing that's been going on in the news right now. Ended up with Jack Evans hitting 10 with like the boombox, and Caster got the win to go into the ladder match coming up this Sunday, okay? Next, Matt Hardy actually gave him some money in that envelope. Jack Evans was walking away as Matt Hardy and Mark Quinn went against Hangman and John Silver. Why was this even the main event, to be honest? The match was okay, but why would you put this in the main event? Like I said before, I would have put the Cody and Shaq match at in the main event. I get why they had to put it on in the beginning, but this felt very random, and this was a last-minute match I heard yesterday. It was being added to the show. It was supposed to be an 8-man. Hangman and them got the win, buckshot and whatnot. And then Matt Hardy hit him with the microphone, and then no one's gonna help you, and he's you're not gonna beat Big Money Matt. And then the Dark Order came out and attacked, and then all the tag teams came out. Half of these motherfuckers I don't even know, but they all came out. They brawled because when it comes to these battle royale matches, everybody's got to come out and fight each other. So just lots of insanity all over the place, and get the your typical brawl and whatnot, all right? So, brawl and fight and everybody just to hype up this tag battle royale. But I can't say I really did give a shit about... I didn't give a shit about this, all right? You could have put the Sting match in the main event. You could have put the damn women's tournament final in the main event. Why did you put this match in the main event? And it's a match y'all just came up with yesterday. So, why put this in the main event? I don't even know, all right? I honestly don't know. But yeah, that's basically the end of the show right here. Good go home show. Not bad at all. Final hype before Revolution. From the Shaq match with Cody and everybody. I don't know, that was the highlight. Well, it probably was the highlight of the night. From Tully Blanchard and J.J. Dillon being back, which I thought was kind of funny. I saw people on the internet say this. Tully's had more matches than his own daughter this year. Man, ain't nobody really picking up Tessa. I'll say that. Nobody. But I think we all know the reason why behind that. If you don't know, you've probably been living under the rock. Go look that up. You already know. What else? Main event was whatever. The tournament match was okay. I kind of figured Ryo Mizunami was going to win. What else on this show? Little press conference thing was okay, and Big Show's, big announcement or the big scoop and whatnot. Not bad. So, like, this whole Crossroads thing, so you won't be lonely. Cody's got to put himself over. This is not a bad show. Like I said, it was a very good go-home show before the pay-per-view. We will have a Revolution review this Sunday. I am debating with my co-host right now if we want to do a review on this together. I'm not really sure. We're talking into that right now, so we'll see if we do that. I'm kind of thinking about it right now. I'm gonna ask everybody right now. Do you think me and my co-host should both do a Revolution review for AEW? Just think about that. Like, come on, tell me, what do you think we should do it? Come on, any comments? So, if you want to know, yeah, comment on that. But other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. You know how this goes. We will be back with a NXT review. So yeah, man, it's been a crazy week, and it's March Madness all over the place. Hey, it's been a crazy week since Monday, all right? From that huge title match win, Lashley and whatnot, I gotta tell you, I still popped out of my seat for that. Go check out my Raw review for that. You'll know everything. But yes, March Madness continues, folks. March Madness continues. Oi. And I messed up the cue to that, so I actually want to try that again. March Madness continues. Yeah, other than that, like I said, March Madness continues. And you know you got to end it off with this. So this song is basically being played throughout the whole month because it's March Madness. You know how this goes now. Never started in this platform. Yeah, you got to turn up to that. It's March Madness, people, and this is a crazy month in wrestling right now, so you got to turn up for that. Let me turn this off. I get copyrighted. All like it's March Madness. That's how you got to feel about this, all right? It's March Madness. Yeah.